Hey guys, it's Corey with 10 Best Ones, and today we've decided to review the 5 best options for you. If you'd like to see their price and find out more information, you can check out the links in the description down below. Let's get started. We are going to start this list with the best budget option that you can get your hands on.
At number 5, it's the KZ ZS10 Pro. We're going to kick off this list with one of the most interesting in-ear monitors out there, the KZ ZS10 Pros. They're pretty much excellent and come from a brand that's a bit non-traditional with their approach. These come in a compact package, practical design, a great monitoring grade soundstage, tons of depth, tonal signature and many more features that you can't find anywhere else in this price range. Let's take a quick look at them. Starting from the build and design, the KZ ZS10 Pros are pretty interesting indeed, rather unconventional when you look at it. However, they're designed to be very functional. They're a bit larger than general and have a metal faceplate on the outer part that adds a bit of shine to the industry standard. I can see why there are a lot of fans with these earbuds, and they're very well thought out. They have metal nozzles and a nice transparent plastic shell. Great build quality, durability for ages, and a solid futuristic design. Moving on, I have to talk about the immense comfort levels of the KZ ZS10 Pros, and I got the feedback of multiple people around the office. On top of that, I spend a significant amount of time with these in my ear, and due to the way they're shaped, I don't think that they'll bother you at all. The ear tips also convey tons of sound isolation, and they have a very unique cable going on. They have 4 cores going on with a braided design. Strange, yet convenient. For the sound quality and performance that's needed for monitoring, the KZ ZS10 Pro utilises a hybrid driver setup. This comes with a dynamic driver and 4 balanced armatures for each of the channels. The impedance rating of the earbuds is a solid 24 ohms and the sensitivity is amazing at 111 decibels. The frequency response range spans from 7 to 40,000 Hz, which is flawless. The soundstage is very wide and very balanced with great imaging and instrument separation. Just superb, especially for the price.
If you want a model for outdoor use, then this next pick is a great option.
Number 4. Blon BL03. Next up on our list, we have another very affordable in-ear monitor, the Blon BL03. These earbuds, despite being budget or entry-level models, provide you with lots of quality, accessories, performance and so much more, something that we don't often see in this category. So without further ado, let's check them out. Let's talk about the inside of the package of the Blon BL03s. It includes the earpieces, a removable cable, 3 pairs of silicone ear tips in different sizes and a small fabric bag to keep the accessories in. I should state that the Blon BL03 is made in China and the package has more than its fair share of bad translations, so I wouldn't rely much on the user manual and what's written on the package. The earbuds themselves have the droplet design with the summit part rocking the 2-pin connector for the cable. The whole thing is made out of metal with a shiny polished metallic finish. They look pretty organic with their nice lines and very soothing contemporary aesthetics, something that a lot of people dig these days, including me. The build quality is also excellent for the price that they come at. One thing that annoyed me about these in-ear monitors is that they're a little hard to put in and get out of your ear, but that doesn't mean that the comfort levels are bad, since they're pretty good overall. It's just a bit hard until you learn how the process goes. On top of that, I'd recommend getting a pair of aftermarket foam ear tips with a larger size to get the best fit and comfort. I didn't have a lot of expectations with the Blon BL03, but surprisingly it did emit a lot of quality for the price. It's very balanced with the most natural tuning. The single dynamic drivers did a good job with a frequency response range that spans from 20 to 20,000 Hz. The impedance rating is 32 ohms and the sensitivity is 102 decibels. I should state that the soundstage is large for its nature and the imaging is rather impressive. Great piece of monitoring earbuds if you want something in the budget range, that is.
Next up, we have a model which gives you the best value for your money.
Number 3. Sennheiser IE40 Pro. If you want to get the most value for your hard-earned dollar, I recommend you invest in the Sennheiser IE40 Pros when it comes to in-ear monitoring. If you know anything about Sennheiser, then you know that they always deliver perfect quality, balanced soundscape, clarity, detail and neutrality, and this one doesn't disappoint either. Also, for the price they come at, you can't beat them. So, let's take a look. The Sennheiser IE40 Pros aren't your traditional Sennheiser Pro headphones. You probably won't see them in electronic shops, but most likely in music shops because they're garnered wide popularity with music professionals, which we'll talk more about later. They have a pretty interesting design that works rather well with the device. It's supposed to go over the ear and straight down. It's supposed to be moulded to get the shape of your lobes to fit better. It's pretty good for what it's made for, but it might not be the best option for commuters and joggers. You can remove the cables of these headphones though with a customised version of the MMCX pronged cable terminals with the sound sheath at the pin connector. So, if the cable gets worn or damaged, you can replace it with a replacement model, Sennheiser or an aftermarket model. They also don't have any fancy features like noise cancellation or Bluetooth, but they are plug and play. I should state that in the package you'll spot 3 pairs of silicone tips, a pair of foam tips and a basic carrying case. At this price range in Sennheiser's lineup you'll find the Momentum earbuds, but they're more consumer focused. However, these are the more pro grade. They produce a precise and spare sound that's pretty clinical. Then again, at this price you can't expect the most accurate monitoring experience, and yet these ones are pretty good. There's no sweetening or warmness in them, and if you're looking for an in-ear monitor that'll render you the most bang for your buck, this is it.
Noise cancellation is very important, and this next model has the best noise cancelling capabilities.
Number 2. Shure SE21S. Coming up next on our list, we have a great pair of in-ear monitoring earphones that'll provide an immense experience, the Shure SE21S. These earphones afford great passive noise cancellation with their great isolation, super wide soundstage, plenty of bass, great mids, nice trebles, and overall a pretty pleasing in-ear monitoring experience that we're looking for. This is also an excellent pick when it comes to the time to step up from the throwaway earbuds that come in your phone's package. This is a major upgrade for those, and like I said in the beginning, these are not earbuds but earphones. Like a proper pair of them, they're a tad bit larger as they need to accommodate the extra hardware needed to achieve performance. Also, like a proper pair, they're designed to go deep in your ear to achieve great noise isolation. They have a plastic translucent body that's pretty good overall and looks pretty much like hearing assistant devices. The cable of the device is detachable though, and it's one of the traits that's becoming more common in the industry. However, the cable on it is also one of the best I've seen in terms of quality overall. As you'll notice, there aren't any controls on the device. In the package of the Shure SE21S, you'll spot a zip-up case and replaceable earpieces in different sizes so you can find the perfect fit. The Shure SE21S present a great sound performance that comes as a result of their excellent drivers packed in them. The sound signature is a bit more neutral, but still very versatile at conveying the breath of fresh air from different genres. Then again, they're more designed for monitoring purposes rather than consumer listening. The frequency range was very solid overall with no bleeding, and you get an accurate response from these earphones. It's safe to say that these are just excellent.
Next up, we had the highest end model that you can get your hands on. It costs more than the rest, but it does do its job extremely well.
Number 1. Shure SE846-CL. On top of the list we have one more model from Shure, but this time around we have some of the most expensive in-ear models in the market, the SE846-CL. If you can afford these super high-end in-ear monitors, then you're definitely in for super stunning detail, perfect tonal balance, dynamics for ages, comfort, and overall a flawless 10 out of 10 performance. There is something interesting about these IEMs because they deliver the best performance out there in a super small package. However, compared to most earbuds or earphones out there, these are quite large because inside of them are 4 drivers. 4 for each ear, that is. This is because the Shure SE846-CLs use balanced armature drivers that can't quite recreate enough bass frequency alone, so the company packed 4 of them in. The CL in the name stands for the clear casing, which allows you to see everything inside. These are designed to go over your ear and in with their moulded shape to fit better on your ear and give great noise cancellation and comfort. Sure, you can wear them directly in your ear, but they won't feel as good. You'll need to fiddle a bit to get the best performance possible. In the package of the Shure SE846-CL, you'll spot a lot of ear tips in different sizes and types, including classic olive-shaped silicone, triple flanged and foam tips. The cable is also detachable and there's a small bag included in the package. Coming to the most important part, the sound quality of these headphones is pretty much perfect overall. Tremendous bass, solid mids, plenty of power and authority. The drivers really managed to offer us a super balanced performance and neutral response. I was particularly impressed with the transition between bass and mid-range, which was super smooth. The low-pass filter in it also does an amazing job overall. However, to get the best performance from these, you definitely need to opt for a dedicated amplifier. The best there is. Firstly, wired versus wireless. The first question you'll be faced today when it comes to buying in-ear monitors is if it's really worth getting a wireless model. These wireless models are pretty much the norm these days in the earphone and headphone industry. When it comes to monitoring or critical listening, a wired model will still provide you with a better performance, especially for the price they come at. Wireless models may be pretty attractive since you aren't tied with a cable. For monitoring purposes though, you'll be mostly at your desk, so there's not a lot of upside to that, besides versatility. Secondly, drivers. There are some different constructions and drivers inside IEMs these days, and each of them carries some distinct advantages. For example, you might find dynamic drivers in some earphones that come with a super small tweeter and woofer in them, with the included diaphragm. They're generally from 8 to 11mm large in diameter and work wonders. Balanced armatures and hybrids are up next, which deliver a U-shaped armature that works wonders when it comes to punching and power. However, they lack a solid base when working alone, so they're often paired with different ones. There are also planar magnetic drivers and even electrostatic ones. And thirdly, budget. The budget is very important here since the higher you go in the price range, the better the performance and sound quality. However, it's not always the case and you can get great value for the price. I recommend you sticking to the mid-range price point to get the best out of it. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you found it helpful, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. If you have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.